Hello, MDC family. I'm Lenore Rodicio, the Executive Vice President and Provost for the college. We are nearing the start of the 2020-2021 academic year and the start of fall classes on September 1st, 2020. This message today will focus on the safety measures that we're putting in place at all of our campuses. This year, the start of the academic year is much different than in previous years, but certainly no less exciting. It's a time of the year that I always look forward to as it marks the return of students, faculty, and colleagues, as well as the welcoming of new students, faculty, and other employees. It may seem strange to welcome everyone back in a video rather than in person, with all of the hustle and bustle of our 8 wonderfully diverse and beautiful campuses. I'd like to share some information about what our campuses have been up to this summer and what you should expect when and if we come back to campus in late September. While we are starting remotely, you may have already heard me say that the college plans to return to some campus-based instruction on September 28th only if COVID-19 conditions allow. President Montoya and I will be letting you know about the decision to return to campus no later than September 14th. It's important to note that we have put in place all recommended CDC safety protocols, as well as taken some additional steps above and beyond these in an abundance of caution. We know that the internet and media are constantly bombarding us with potential measures and equipment to keep us safe, but our safety protocols will always be guided by the CDC guidelines, so that we know that we are investing our financial and human resources in the protocols that we know will keep us safe. So how will we make this decision to return to campus? First, the return to campus will be contingent upon local public health officials' guidance and a 14-day or more decrease in the number of cases. We will be using the Miami-Dade County criteria, a sustained COVID-19 positivity rate of less than 10%, trending downward toward 5% for at least 14 days. It is important to note that we will not use the statewide percentage, but the local percentage of positive cases as our decision-making threshold. If that happens, meaning that less than a 10% positivity rate in Miami-Dade County persists for more than 15 days, then we will start some on-campus classes on September 28th. As soon as you step on campus, you'll notice that your health and safety are important to us. In fact, they're our top priorities. Mask or facial coverings and temperature checks will be enforced for everyone coming on campus. Everyone must also answer a few questions about potential COVID exposure. I'll share some of the details, but first, I'd like you all to know that there have been some in-person, face-to-face classes running this summer. On several campuses, a limited number of classes have been meeting in person in programs that require face-to-face instruction, like the health science and law enforcement programs, just to name a couple of examples. This is what a law enforcement class looked like this summer at our North Campus. Again, this fall, we will have a few in-person classes scheduled for the duration of the semester. But for the blended classes, the classes that use a mix of in-person and online instruction, in-person classes may start on September 28th. All other classes, MDC Online and remote learning, will not meet in person at all during the semester. When we return to campus, you will first have to go through a safety checkpoint to have your temperature checked, answer a few questions, and receive a colored wristband indicating that you went through the checkpoint on that day. This will also allow us to ensure that you have a face covering. Everyone you see on campus should have a colored wristband, including every student, faculty member, employee, and visitor. We will change the colors each day. You will see hand sanitizing stations, wipe stations, and frequent reminders to wash your hands. Remember, washing your hands for 20 seconds or more is the gold standard. There will also be a lot of signs to help you remember to keep a safe distance and directions showing how to get to classrooms. And social distancing also applies to elevators. Only 2 riders can be present at any time. Elevators, stairwells, bathrooms, classrooms, and other common areas will be cleaned regularly throughout the day. Classes will be staggered in classrooms to allow for cleaning in between classes. Classrooms will also have limits to the numbers of faculty and students, and it will depend on the size of the classroom. We will make sure there is enough space to keep students and faculty at a safe distance from each other. These are a few of the safety measures that we have in place. These are not new since we've had them in place for the limited students on campus during the summer. This has allowed us to refine our processes before the fall as we plan ahead and continue to prepare and expand our capacity for having more people on campus when it is safe to do so. While none of us thought that we'd be starting the fall semester remotely and are still wondering if we will come back to campus instruction after classes start, we are always ready for whatever comes our way. We really appreciate your continued patience as we navigate towards a reopening of the campus in a safe and controlled way. I imagine some of you are asking yourselves what happens when someone exhibits symptoms or, unfortunately, tests positive for COVID-19. We have processes for addressing both scenarios, and details are found in the Pandemic Outbreak Recovery Plan that has been activated under the Miami-Dade College Comprehensive Emergency Management Plan. You can find details on our coronavirus webpage. And Sharks, stay tuned as we'll deploy a contact tracing COVID-19 self-reporting tool on our official MDC mobile app. More information on this will be shared by September 14th on how to use this new app. While this virus has been difficult to manage and we all anxiously await a vaccine, it's time to start planning a return to life on campus, whether it begins September 28th or later if conditions do not improve. If we are unable to return to some campus-based classes in September, we will remain in a remote modality through the end of the term in December. I am hopeful that the Miami-Dade County positivity rate will continue to decline below 10%. However, it's an unpredictable situation. So it's everyone's responsibility to follow local public health orders by wearing a mask and respecting social distancing guidelines. Remember, our collective goal as a college family is to keep each other safe and emerge stronger as a community. So Sharks, please keep an eye on MDC social media and your MDC email accounts so that you can stay informed. We'll continue to communicate as new information becomes available. And students, remember to register for fall classes. We have provided lots of options to choose from, both on campus and remote. Be well, MDC Sharks, and stay safe.